eaten any popcorn. Hey guys, hello. Welcome. This is my first video. I just want to start off by saying hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Kat, and yeah, I'm just super excited to get started, try new things, and you know, do my thing. Okay, so I've already kind of done my eyebrows. I tried to go for like kind of a less dark brow today, and it kind of didn't work because I do have dark brows. Okay, so let's get started. I have two palettes that I ordered from Ulta to Canada. Unfortunately, Ulta isn't shipping to Canada anymore as of April 29th because they're working on getting like a full-on Canadian site and Canadian retailer spots as well. So I'm pretty lucky to have gotten these because I've had my eye on them for a while, and I was just waiting for me to find enough things to put in the cart so I could reach the shipping minimum to get free shipping, because shipping from Ulta is super expensive, or was super expensive from Canada. I have two here. I've already played with the Tasty Avocado one, which I absolutely adore. All those really nice colors in there. I've played with it already, so I think I'm actually going to try the Tasty Chili palette today. Did they name two Fire? Yeah, they named it Fire. They have two shades named Fire, so look out for that. What I'm thinking today is I'm gonna do a look with, oh, the tension. I'm gonna do a look with hot sauce, Red Hot, and then either Contest or Scoville. I can't decide yet, but we'll kind of go from there and see how it looks. So let's just get in there with hot sauce. So I'm just gonna start working hot sauce into the corner and then working it into my crease right here. This shade isn't super pigmented, but to be fair, it is kind of like an orangey shade, so it's all good. I think that looks pretty nice. I did mention that I'm going in with the shade Hot Sauce here. It's kind of like an orangey color. And it's not super pigmented, but it's buildable, so that's good, I think. Honestly, I can't complain because this palette was only, I think, 14 Canadian dollars, which is really affordable. I'm just going to keep going in with hot sauce and building it, and I'm just going to build it until I like it. And yeah, so I'll just keep on doing that. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how that looks on this eye, so I'm going to work on the next one. Enough. Red Hot is here. It almost blends in with, sorry about that. It almost blends in with the packaging a little bit, this Red Hot. I'm just gonna place it down first. Let's just blend that in. I got much more often, but I graduated last year, and ever since I've just been working, I haven't really had the time for it. But now that I'm home more often, I've been making the time to, you know, get my full beat on. I feel like this is a little interesting. It's kind of cool because I don't know, I consider, like, to me this feels a little bit neutral, but it is a little bit more vibrant. It's kind of like a vibrant neutral. I don't know if that's a thing. But honestly, I feel like you could wear this to like work and you would be fine. Well, not like too out there. Whereas sometimes with green, I feel like if I go too hard with like a green eyeshadow and I make it like really vibrant, only certain outfits will work with it. Like I'll strictly have to wear like white and black. And then like more like darker accessories. I'm just gonna match to the other eyelid because I like how this looks. It's not the same like red, like super red pigment as it is on the palette, but like I said before, I'm into it, so whatever. Okay, I will say these are really easy to blend. Like it's not giving me any, it's not fighting me on blending. Honestly, I might even build it a little bit more. And why not? All right. I would say I'm happy with what I have here. gonna fix it a little bit. So now I'm gonna pick my shimmer. There's a lot of really great shimmers here that I could go for, but I'm really loving Scoville right now. This guy here, I think it's kind of a really cool orangey shimmer, and it's very different from the hot sauce orangey color. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna first try to apply it with a brush, and then if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna put it on with my finger. I don't mind putting it on with my finger, but I always try to use a brush when I can, because I feel like I have so much more control with something like this that's really small, rather than my fingers. Oh crap. I'm going to put a little bit of concealer underneath. I'm not sure if it needs it, but just in case, I'm just going to slap a little bit of it on to see if that maybe helps with pigment. Okay, so I've got some concealer on my eyelids. Okay, that's done. They've kind of been primed, if you will. So now I'm gonna finally go in with Scoville and see how it goes. I love that they named these. Okay. Wow, that's really nice. Now that went down pretty well with the concealer. I think I'm gonna do eyeliner for this look. Just because I'm not feeling it today. I'm okay at eyeliner. For my eye, I know how to make eyeliner look good on my eye, but if like my sister or my mom came up to me and asked me to do it on them, I probably couldn't do it, to be honest. I actually really like how this looks. I'm probably gonna go over it again so that I get as much shimmer as I possibly can. I find with the Tasty Avocado palette as well, the shimmers are really excellent in that. And if you're just gonna apply it with your finger, it works really well with a couple of the shades in this guy. So I'm just gonna go over it over time. I will say I do like some of these darker shimmer colors, but I have a hard time incorporating dark shimmers into my look, just because I don't do too many super dark looks, like eyeshadows. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. I'm into it. I think my goal is to kind of just be like Bob Ross with my makeup. Bob Ross was a cool guy. It was all for making mistakes and painting happy little trees. Yeah, I think it's a look. I think this is pretty good. Yeah. This is kind of the eyeshadow portion of my makeup done using the Tasty Chili palette from I Heart Revolution. I actually really like it. Honestly, I can see myself using this for a couple looks on its own, but I definitely think that for some of these shades that are a bit more purpley, you might want to use this in tandem, if you will, with another palette. That's something to look out for. And yeah, good price, pretty good formula. Honestly, I'm into it. It blends really well. At least it's buildable. Like if the pigment isn't there on the first swipe, like at least you can kind of keep building it. I'll add that I have very short eyelashes, just because recently I got eyelash extensions, and I find after they fall out, it takes a bit of time for my eyelashes to kind of get back to normal. They're pretty okay. Like they're not super long naturally, but they definitely have, like they're not that short. So yeah. Ooh. Paint happy little trees. Maybe I'll do a tree like right here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, that was a little too much. Plus that doesn't even look like a tree. I like to use a brush with my foundation. So just gonna grab an oval brush. I got this on Amazon. It was really cheap. It was less than $20 for a set of 10, and they work pretty well. I will say though, they are rough, these kinds of brushes in general, so be careful around the eye area where the skin is very delicate with them. I'm just gonna buff that out now. It's starting to rain more. My god. But this honestly matches my skin tone pretty well. It's very sheer. I've been really enjoying using this one because it's chill. It's a chill kind of foundation tinted moisturizer thing. I do build it a little bit more on my cheeks when the redness just won't not show. I'm a little itchy. Using these sponges is so tiring. It's like beating your face. So the redness is still there, but I'm just gonna say it's glow, right? Let's just say that I'm glowing. Same thing with highlighter or sweat. If you're sweating, it's highlighter. I don't know what they're talking about. So happy with how that looks. Still have it still looks like my skin, which is kind of what I like. I don't really go for the poreless look as of late. Also, don't roast me for not using primer because I don't have any right now. That's another thing in the mail that I have. Just because when quarantine started, I immediately went back to stay with my boyfriend because it all started when we came back from our trip and I didn't want to give my parents the germs. Sorry, I felt itchy and I didn't want to touch with my hands. I didn't want to give my parents the germs that he maybe picked up while he was he picked up, me too, while we picked up while we were in the airport coming home. So I figured that it would be better if I just stayed here and waited it out. And that's also what the nurses said when I called them once I came back. This is a really unique product. It's called Feelin' Younger. It's a skin tint from Lush actually. It's $14.95 Canadian. And you can actually use it all over your face, which sometimes I do if I want that really luminous look. I'll put it all over my face with my moisturizer. I especially like doing that if I'm not going to wear makeup for the day and I just want to look like a beautiful dewy princess. And yeah, so I put this all over the face sometimes, or you can just put it on the areas where you're going to put highlight, and then I'll even put powder highlighter over it again. So yeah, I'm just going to apply that with my finger. It looks a little bit shocking when it goes on at first because it's like white. It's just pure white. So I put it on. I just kind of swipe it over the areas that I would typically highlight. Oops, highlight with a brush. I sometimes put a little bit of highlighter on my chin, to be honest. And yeah, I look really weird. But it's fine. And I'm just gonna kind of buff it out with one of these mini oval brushes, like I'm brushing my teeth. I think it's a pretty natural looking highlight. I might not even add anything else to it. I honestly kind of like the way it looks. I might go over it with more highlighter though. Let's see how I feel. I'm just gonna do the other side of my face now. It's just like a big fluff on my face. Okay. So yeah, once again, a pretty natural highlights. I didn't do my nose, my bad. Whoop, or did I do my nose? Maybe I did do my nose. I don't know anymore. So I did the liquid highlight, jelly highlight, whatever you want to call it first. And then I'm going to do a little bit of powder on the forehead and underneath my eyes, just a little bit because I don't like personally overdoing it with powder. The powder I'm using is called Emotional Brilliance. It's from Lush. I actually think Lush does a lot of really good makeup products. They don't have a lot of them though, that's the thing. And I don't see them doing that either because I don't think that's 100% their thing. But yeah, it's called Emotional Brilliance. It has kind of a bit of a pinky tone to it, but don't let it fool you because it does not go on your skin pink at all. The only problem I have with it is that a lot of powder comes off of it. And I know for a loose powder, it's a silly thing to say because a lot of it does get wasted. But this is the most kind of fallout I've seen from a powder in my whole life. Oh, I got a hair in my eye. Oh, I got a hair. Oh god. Oh. You know what? I feel like being really highlighted today, so I'm actually going to do a little bit of powder highlight. Not too much. Just a little sprinkle, if you will. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Killawatt Duo. I have Mean Money and Hustle Baby in this one. I'm actually going to go in with Hustle Baby. It's a little bit pink, but I think that since the eyes are very warm right now, it works, right? So yeah, let's do that. But they're here. I work it a little bit more downwards into my cheeks. I have fuller cheeks, so I think it kind of works. And then I also do it on my lip, and then on my chin a little bit on the sides, just a tinge, so that when turning my face, it's like a disco ball. So yeah, my dog fell asleep. Alright, so I'm happy with that, how that looks. Next, I'm going to do a little bit of blush. You just growled. Yeah. A really dark lip might look good with this. Yeah, do a dark lip.
Hell yeah, the darkest lip we have.
It kind of has like a weird mustache thing happening now. Nope, that did not help.
Ooh, I like it. Oh, am I messing it
Don't
up?
touch my face, I have makeup on it! So I originally had that nude Pat McGrath lip on, but I quickly changed it over to the Tarteist lip paint. This little tube here, and the shade is Man Bun. The shade's Man Bun! Interesting name. I like using the lip paints, but they can, like, so much product comes off on the brush that you can't just apply it like this because it'll get everywhere. So what I do with this guy is I actually use a lip brush. Like I get a little bit on my lips and I put it on, and then I take a lip brush and I buff it out and I follow my lips' natural shape and I slap it on there. I'd say this is the final look. Yeah, I really like it. I like the way all the colors look together. I'm glad that I went with a bit of a darker lip with this color. Feels very fall-y. Fall-y, is that a word? Feels autumn-like. It feels very autumnal. Fall is one of my favorite seasons, and I find that even during spring and summer, I do stuff like this. Like I wear stuff like this even though it's not super summery. Just because it's reminiscent of one of my favorite times of the year. This is it. I think it's pretty cute. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Please leave any feedback that you have. Stay safe out there. I know times are really difficult, but do anything that you can to make being inside better. Try not to be afraid because I feel like we'll come out of this a lot stronger. Yeah, just stay positive, stay healthy, pet your dog, eat a lot of chocolate. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe to keep up with me. Thanks. Bye.